School resource officers are now getting trained to help with children who have autism. They're learning how to recognize, respond, and manage risk. Well, earlier this year, we reported first responders are also getting trained on how to deal with children with autism. It's something that can go a long way for families. So joining me now is Marlena Jenkins, a lead clinical case manager. Good morning, and thank you for being here with us.
Good morning, Brianna. Happy to be here.
So tell me, how important is it for first responders and school resource officers to get this training?
It is very important. It is critical that those who are serving our community as law enforcement, EMT, fire rescue staff understand and recognize the initial signs of autism. It can be crucial in times of crisis and intervention that these individuals understand the most appropriate way to respond so that they don't further escalate the stress that our individuals are facing during that time.
And walk us through that screening process. What signs should parents look out for?
So we were initially looking at early language and communication. Many times people do consider behavior to be the main indicator, but really it's a deficit of core language and communication skills. So we are seeing, delays in back and forth understanding and not approaching the conversation in the way that we would expect to typically take place. So in times of crisis, when we have law enforcement interacting with our students and our children, they may further exacerbate it by responding with physical touch, responding by overly using language and nonverbal communication that further escalates the situation.
And, speaking, about the community's effect on these children, tell me, what can community members do better to help children with autism?
So I think as a whole, we have really done a great job as a community of building awareness of autism and understanding of autism, but we now need to shift towards acceptance. We are seeing many of our children that have become young adults that are seeking employment opportunities, and they are looking really to be accepted in the job site and understood and then come alongside as a support member rather than us telling or forcing some of these interventions and recommendations upon our young adults.
So tell us a little bit about the upcoming training series.
Thank you. So June 13th through the 16th, we will be holding a regional training at the University of North Florida in the University Center. This is run through PEPSA, which is the Partnership for Effective Practices for Students with Autism. We're going to host a wide array of trainings covering topics like transition, social skills, administration training for our schools, and we do look forward to bringing more in-depth school resource officer training in the next year.
That is incredible. So tell me, what is one misconception about children with autism that you want to debunk in the community?
Oh gosh, there's many, but one is really that it is not just the behaviors that we are seeing. Many people do consider autism to be these stereotypies or these rapid repetitive movements, but it's so much more. And the core diagnosis really is affecting a limited number in the population, having some consistent and persistent concerns with language, communication, socialization, and then yes, definitely the behaviors, but that's only a small piece.
Well, thank you so much, Marlena. It was a pleasure speaking with you this morning.
Likewise, thank you.
We'll be right back after the break.